We are live. I'm sharing the link and then I will begin the stream. Alright folks, we have, it's Sneaky B, it's 0AD, and we have a 4v4. I think the settings are just standard, looks like that. We have mainland balanced medium, yes they are. And I'm going to go ahead and introduce team 1 and then I'll go over to team 2. So, we have like a line kind of situation here though. Which is something I noticed. So we don't have the circle. It's going to be a little bit closer, and so I think the action's going to start a little bit faster. I actually like this setup. This is pretty cool. You get to kind of go behind you, too, and explore, and maybe, like, even retreat to somewhere back here. I guess we'll find out. So, anyway, here we go. Starting with Team 1. Introducing in the blue, Tatiana, 17. Playing as the Macedonians, rated 1505. Tatiana is good player. I've played him a couple times in 1v1. He beat me both times. I would say, let's see, 1505. Yeah, that's probably about right, or maybe even up to 1600. Strong player. Next up, we don't even really have like pockets and flanks here. Everybody's just on the flank, so the next flank is in green here. We got Ricksand. I'm just assuming this is Ricksand, even though I don't know for sure. It could be somebody else. In the Gauls, also like 1600, I would say, at least. Next up, we got twoi-hozain, 1269. This dude's like 1400. He is playing as the Iberians in red. And then finally on Team 1, we got Leopard in the yellow. Also like 14 to 15, I think maybe like 1500 for Leopard, playing as the Romans. I want to see if he uses the Fertility Festival ability. I'm curious to see if he does that. He must know about that if he's going Romans, unless he went random. And now, introducing Team 2. So, across from Leopard, we got, in the teal, we got Sabloku. 1393, but actually he's like 1500 plus. Very good player. Cool dude. Next up, we have Flammea, rated 1484. I think Flammea is like 1400. Maybe this is right. I don't know. Playing in the purple as the Han. Next up, in the orange, we got 0AD boss, rated 498. This is the best player. Or maybe not the best player, but one of the two best players on Team 2. Playing as the Spartans. Actually is rated probably like 1700. And then we got doctororgans. Last up on Team 2. In the pink, also playing as the Spartans. Rated 1902. Doctororgans is like 1700 plus. So, you know, maybe he's 1900 on a good day. I think he's more of a 1v1 player too. But he's also playing his favorite civ, the Spartans. So, who do I think is going to win this one? I gotta go with Team 2. Team 2 seems stronger to me. I don't actually really understand this balance. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So, yeah, I mean, it looks to me like we have the two best players on the same team. So, I mean, I'm going with T2 for sure. This is my prediction of who's going to win the game. And then, I mean, after these two guys, the next two best players are Ricksand and Tatiana. And then after that, Sabloku is next best. And he's also, like, very solid. And then after that, Leopard, and then the bottom two players got to be Flammea and twoi-hozain, and they're not bad. everybody in this game is like a reasonable player. Hopefully we can get somebody to just check and tell me like if the stream is working okay. Maybe even Kuno. Let me see if he is there. So we already got a little bit of action right here. I'm gonna be looking out for Cav now, right? So we got just nobody's really going Cav this game so far. I mean, it's 5 minutes in, and if they were going Cav, they'd already have Cav. It looks like everybody's just booming. Kind of surprising for like this level of a game. So what does Team 1 have to do to upset Team 2? They have to not suicide. That's the #1 thing that they have to do.
Yeah, see?
So if they can just run away from bad battles, don't take any bad battles, they have a chance. Especially if somebody on Team 2 does suicide. Also, if we see like some bad eco for whatever reason, then that could sway who wins the game as well. We'll check. I'll try to remember to check at 10 minutes. I'm even gonna set a reminder right now. Remind me in 4 minutes from now to check the eco score. Okay, great. So that will remind me to check that eco score, and then we will see if the team that's ahead at 10 minutes wins the game 90% of the time. We won't actually be able to know if they win 90% of the time because I haven't looked at like all of the games, but we'll just kind of see based on like what I've observed. So what do I think about these civs? I don't know. Spartans still seem really bad to me, but we're gonna see if you know these two best players can make them work. Han, I like Han. Seems pretty good to me. It has they have the population bonus, and I think you can make that work. You also have the best rushing cav in the game right there with the sword cav, and then of course Gauls are just, you know, OP once again, tier 1 civ. Over here we got Romans, also now tier 1 civ. We got I don't know what he's talking about, but we got Leopard using the fertility festival already on the Romans, which is really good. Look at this, just 6 extra women, like bam, right out of there. Oh, the volume was a little bit low. Okay, what about now? Is it okay now? Like my voice is a little bit low, or the game volume? Anyway, another Iberians player. We haven't seen the Iberians quite as much, but of course, just still the best defensive civ with the walls. And then, you know, I think, you know, good late game once again as well. Global volume low? What does that mean? Just, oh, everything? Just overall volume is just low? Okay. Okay, tell me, what about this? Is that any better? Maybe that's better? I don't know. Anyway, we got still no action. It's just all just booming at 8 minutes. And by now you should be at 100 pop with you know, if you not disturbed at all, and it seems like everybody is at pretty much at that mark or over. 730 at 100 seems about right. We also got the 3 barracks using that initial 300 stone. I think 3 barracks is definitely right for 8 minutes or whatever. Before you go to phase 2, it seems great. You just have such a strong boom with 3 barracks. 2 barracks here. In the red, we got... Wait a second. Hold on. Oh, here we go. We got the 2 barracks over here, and the 3rd barrack is up. And then over here with leopard, we got 1, 2 barracks, and building a 3rd. Yeah, so that's kind of what they're doing. I feel like that's the standard play here. I wish my microphone volume was louder. I'm not sure how to get it to be louder, but maybe I'll do it. I'll try to fix it after this stream.
Yeah, and then in 1 minute from now, I'm going to check the eco scores and I'm going to see who's ahead. What about, so let's see who is leading in pop right now. We got Sabloku, yes, very good boomer at 140 already at 9 minutes. And then how are people doing on balancing resources? Got like a little wood kind of like floating here, but it makes sense to float a little bit of wood going into phase 2 so that you can build those phase 2 buildings. I feel like in general you want to have pretty much the same food and wood, but a little bit extra wood going into phase 2. And then you want to be using these resources, the stone and metal, as fast as possible. You don't want to be floating resources. Floating resources is terrible for eco and 0.8.
It looks like nobody's housed, which is really nice also. Go 945, 950. Still just everybody's just playing The Sims right now, just going all eco. And we're gonna go ahead and check the scores. Which team do you think is ahead in eco? It is team 2. Just by a little bit, like 200 points. That was my prediction to win the game, and now I'm certain that they will win the game. No, I'm just kidding. But I think it is a reasonable indicator. I haven't seen Leopard play in a while. I'm not really sure. I don't really know Leopard's playstyle that much, but here it looks like he's just going ultra defensive against Sabloku. I'm not really sure I understand this. Maybe you just build walls in general? I'm not sure, but here's a wall, here's an army camp so he can maybe shoot people who are trying to pass by the wall. I guess it is a good idea just to have walls. I mean, it doesn't seem bad. I just don't see that very often. It always feels like extra defensive to me because you have these guys building a wall instead of doing something else like collecting resources or building like a different kind of building. We already got the walls here. Maybe he should have played Iberians. And then we got Riscand here. And we still have no fighting. Seems good. Yep. All the buildings are producing units. That's another thing you always have to be aware of when you're playing. You gotta follow those basic eco rules. Don't get housed. Always have buildings producing units. Don't have any idols. Balance your resources. And build plenty of unit producing buildings, which is good here. 4 barracks. More walls. I do like the army camp though is really nice because you can get the battering rams from there. You don't even have to build an arsenal. It's just like a better arsenal, is it not? I wonder if the rams take longer to make. Or maybe they take less time to make actually. 23 seconds? That seems pretty good. Ooh, we have really good like market prices right now too for metal. Alright, so who's going to attack first? We are going to go with 0 AD boss. I think he will attack first. $11.52. Okay, interesting. So Leopard's going with a temple in this location? Don't understand that. Maybe he thinks he's just gonna get absolutely smashed. He's like just doing everything as defensively as possible. Even though, even still, I would have liked to see like a fortress right there. I don't know. The temple is maybe better than the fortress as a defensive building. The fortress doesn't really do much anymore. It's a lot better if you get the upgrade, but that just takes so long. And in a game like this, when everybody is just booming, having the extra 20 pop is really nice. So like you see with the Han here, like this is just a distinct advantage over the other civs. And what about military upgrades? What do people have right now? So we got a couple people with 2, 4 people with 2, and everybody else with none. Eco upgrades, we got Tatiana with 8, Sabloku with 8, and then the lowest is actually flammea with only 3. Huh?
Yeah,
I
Steve.
wonder where that is. He's in phase 2. I mean, how can this be right though? You have to be getting the wood cutting upgrades and the farming upgrades, I think, as soon as possible in general. I mean, as long as it's not slowing down your population increase, but you need to be getting those as soon as possible. And then of course, if you're behind, you need to build more forges so that you can get your military upgrades all at the same time. Only got 2 women building some of these barracks, like at 13 minutes. Alright. Not expecting people to come in before like what, like I guess 14 plus minutes? Alright, I guess that's reasonable. Especially in a game like this, that's just really quiet. Patrick, what do you think of this game so far? Maybe I can do something about the latency. Since I'm not even playing, I can just like, I can speed, you know, be more in real time here. Alright, so now we have the fortress going up. I mean, this is just the ultimate turtle situation here. This is the shell right here on the outside. With the temple placement. The super defensive temple placement. Sometimes I wonder when people are building their civs if they're like just kind of artistic people. You know, they're like, yeah, I just want this to look nice. Kind of looks nice. Okay. And now building a fortress? A 14 minute fortress out in the front. Okay, well I guess people still believe in the fortress. I don't know about the fortress. I'm not really a believer in the fortress anymore. I think it's more intimidation than anything. I am a believer in arsenals though. I like arsenals. Unless you're the Romans and you just build an army camp. That's an arsenal that shoots things and builds soldiers. That's OP. And the Rams are one of the stronger ones. We have Romans, Persians, and maybe one other civ, Kushites or something, that have just Rams that are just stronger than the rest of those civs Rams. That is like definitely like a little bonus, right? Like if you can knock down their buildings faster, it's for sure good. We're doing pretty good on not, like, you know, Riscand's got a lot of resources here. I'm surprised he has not thrown the army in to attack yet. Wow, just, I cannot believe at 14:45 there's basically been no fighting in this game. Like all these guys are cowards.
Yeah, see?
Yep, and I see this a lot with Macedonians. Like, you've always had to upgrade to champs so that you have swords so that you can stop enemy siege. But usually if you play Macedonians, I feel like you're just trying to attack before everybody else, because don't you get the arsenal in phase 2 with Macedonians? I thought you did. Yeah, phase 2 you get an arsenal. And so right away, as soon as you hit phase 3, you're just like building rams immediately, and then you're just attacking. And then you also have the eco upgrades here. So I feel like with Macedonians, you got to be attacking before everybody else. I'm actually surprised that he's just doing this like very kind of slower collection with all this walking here. This game is a little bit laggy though. It's maybe putting people to sleep. Okay, so building hero swordsman. This is the guy who does what? Wait, hold on a second. What does this guy do? Hold on. Oh, soldiers +1. Okay, so +1 defense. Okay.
Yeah, see?
We got Vercingetorix. And, oh, finally! Oh, great. Okay, good. We have, like, the first, like, we have actual fighting, finally, at 15:46. We got JC coming in here, stealing the arsenal.
Yeah, see?
But Tatiana did get those 2 rams out of the arsenal before it was stolen. He's building a second CC right here. I'm not sure about that, but I guess it's okay. Maybe he'll even steal some of these buildings or prevent Tatiana from rebuilding up here. Not that I don't think Tatiana will be able to, but this is looking really good for JC here, as far as I can tell. But Tatiana actually has the 2 extra military upgrades over JC. Looks like he's got the final hack upgrade, and I'm guessing the final sword upgrade over him, yeah. What about the size of the armies here? They look pretty similar. We got about 110 to, yeah, about 100. It was about 110. And now let's go ahead and check out the KDRs. 1.3. JC is doing pretty nice here, actually. He's doing pretty nice. Is he sniping? What is he doing? I don't think so. He's not sniping. He's just doing regular shooting of dudes, which is okay. I mean, look, he's winning the battle here, clearly. Like, yes, he might. Oh no, he's not going to lose this. He's got the Skiratai on that on those rams. He's going to be able to take out that ram just in time, save his CC, and I think it's just this hero that's just a little bit better. Like, so Alexander the Great is doing what now? So soldiers +10 attack damage. Enemy soldiers -10 attack damage. And then Brasidas is doing what now? So they have +1 defense and then +25 ranged. I mean, it was a pretty close battle. I'm actually surprised JC came on out on top here, but he did. 1.2 to Tatiana's 0.86. And usually it's not going to get better for the other person if you're up like that, but in this case, maybe Tatiana's making a slight comeback here. Yeah, he is. He's making a slight comeback. JC will have to grab some more of these guys and bring them up here. And now JC just wants to keep the pressure on. And now we're going to just jump over here because it looks like everybody's kind of attacking at the same time. Yeah, like everybody was like, all right, it's 16 minutes. Shit, I guess I should attack. So now we have Zero AD Boss coming in on Riscand. And this is looking bad for Zero AD Boss. Yeah, this is looking real bad for Zero AD Boss here. And then over here we got, we still have, like, he builds all these walls and a fortress and like an army camp over here, which is, that's okay because that's siege, right? But just like the towers seem like they're gonna temple back here. like a temple back here, and then they just
Yeah,
walk
see?
into his base anyway. So you got Sabloku and Flammea just coming right into Leopard's base anyway, and looking pretty good here. 2.5 and 1.6, just, yeah, looking really good here. And what is twoi-hozain doing in the meantime? I'm not really sure. Oh, he's building Champ Cav. Okay. So this is a way to come back when you're losing. You got green, you got riscand just pinging the map right here. He's like, please take out JC, I guess.
Yeah, see?
We got a repairing of the. Oh,
Yeah,
this could be
see?
really bad for JC though. See, like
Yeah,
if both of these
Yeah,
armies
see?
come in, orange
see?
Zero AD boss is gonna have to get
Yeah,
over
see?
here real quick and help out. But Zero AD boss is the only one on team 2 who did not win his battle there. Everybody else is doing well there. You gotta bring these guys back.
Yeah,
I
see?
mean, he knows that. He knows that. He's gonna bring these guys back. Bring them back. Bring them back. Bring them back. Yep, because this is looking bad for him. Riscand is pinging. He's like, just go for kill JC here as fast as possible.
Yeah, see? Yeah, see?
And this is, ooh, I don't know. Oh, this might actually be okay because maybe this
Yeah,
the extra Zero AD boss army might kind of keep him away. But I actually like
Yeah,
Team
see?
1 here. This looks pretty good for them. He's probably gonna dance Brosted us here a little bit and just move him back in just a second, and then just try to get in here. I mean, the CC is not doing as much as you think. It's like once every 4 seconds it kills like 1 soldier. However, you know, it is kind of in the way, so he has to move around it, which I guess is nice. But this was just terrible for Zero AD boss. I mean, Riscand is just clobbering him. He's at a 0.56 KDR. And now JC is looking really bad here. This is just gonna, oh, this is just GG. I have a feeling he's just gonna resign here. It's just completely over now. Just because of this 2v1 battle here. Just awful. I mean, they killed Leopard over here, but they gotta speed it up. Don't even pay attention. No. Skip twoi-hozain. Immediately go over here and see if you can save JC and Zero AD boss. Otherwise, this is just complete GG here. And just like that, it's funny how the game just changes like that. Like you just have one little thing like that happen, and I don't think JC's watching his CC. He's not watching it, and he's gonna lose it. And now he's gonna resign. Yep. And wow, just like that, Team 1 wins. Like that's like how these games go, right? Like Team 2 like should have won that game, right? Like they should have won. But you had Zero AD boss just suicide big time in this battle right here. And then just because of that, he had no army to support this 2v1 against JC, and just like that, the game is over. Wow. That's Zero AD for you.
Celtics are good.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, this base is going to get, I mean, these guys are cleared out, obviously. Like, this base is going to just get absolutely smashed in just a second here, and then this base is going to get smashed. I just don't see how they're going to be able to outrun. I don't see how Team 2 at this point is going to be able to outpace Team 1. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, see? Yeah, see? Yeah, see? Yeah, see?
Let's see what happens. I guess it's not 100% over, but it's looking bad for Team 2 now.
EST.
Oh yeah. This is
EST.
really bad for flammea. Yeah, it's like all.
EST.
Yeah, pretty much all crossbowmen going up
EST.
against this nice like mix with a hero.
EST.
Like he's done. 13 though. That means he's got at least one of the half will to fights. What a wild game this is turning out to be.
EST.
Now you got like riscandgodmode going like with all the cap and stuff too. That's gonna
EST.
be really bad for any kind of eco that team 2 tries to get going.
EST.
Alright, so anyway, yeah, I mean this is looking really bad for Team 2 still, but it's not over. It's still not over. We got, I think he's I don't think he's in the game.
EST.
We're just going to amass. Team 1's just going to continue just like out populating Team 2. Even though, look at this, I mean, sabloku, flammea still have like reasonable armies here. We still got 2 dudes, and like if leopard and twoi-hozain, you know, don't contribute, then it's kind of a 2v2 here.
EST. EST.
Anyway, yeah, so what is happening?
EST.
He is rebuilding. I wish JC was still in the game, like somehow, just like being a nuisance, like running around with some cat, you know?
EST.
We got Team 1
EST.
just like
EST.
working together, you know, Tatiana and riscand working together well.
EST.
What is happening over here? Yep, Tatiana's just gonna be like exploding and pop, I feel like. He's got all the resources too. He can even make some champs to go along with his hero. Let's keep track of like the biggest battles that are happening right now. We got a raid right here. It's hard to keep track of when it's not circle though. Like there's just so much shit happening with this line layout here.
EST. EST.
And they're just going back to work. Is that what's happening right now? I'm confused about what's happening right now. And then sabloku is just, what's he doing? So yeah, I mean he's just doing eco. That makes sense. I mean he's just super low pop and he has like no resources. He has to do eco, right? He's sitting at a 1.1. Flammea is 1.3, also just doing eco. You got 0 AD boss just going back to eco. And then you got just this big bunch of cabs just like getting healed by the temple. It's a mid-game ceasefire.
Sometimes I guess that needs to happen when like nobody has any resources, and they don't think that you know, they might think like, oh, the other team has like more resources, like let me see if I can like get a bunch of resources and catch up. and then everybody does the same thing at the same time. Like this is quite the funny game here. I wish JC was still in the game. Like seriously, if JC was still in the game, I think I might even say that Team 2 comes back and wins. He'd be doing something here instead of just, you know, just watching. He'd at least be he would be at least like harassing the enemy and just, you know, they would know that he exists, and so they'd have to think about him, right? Yeah, I mean, that's right. Yeah, so like if you're the best player or one of the best players in the game, like you got to expect to get 2v1, you know? You have to expect that. Just like if you're me, you have to expect to get rushed every game. So we're just doing it's an eco contest. Who is the fastest? I mean, there are 4 players here and there are 3 players here. Yeah, so if that's right. If JC did not resign, I'm still taking T2 to win this game. But he did, so I can't take Team 2 anymore. It's got to be Team 1 at this point, right?
Yeah, see?
Plus you got like
Yeah,
Riscand with like the cav army. Like he's surely going to be using this cav army to like go around and just harass the eco of the other players, right? Like can't he just easily go in? Like he could just run right in here and just start harassing food eco, harass food eco, harass food eco, like with this big cav unit, and nobody can catch him. But I mean, Tatiana's already doing the right thing. He's pretty much at max pop. He's sending in the army. This is the right thing. And 0D boss is in big trouble once again. Even though he does have Flammea here with quite a few dudes who could back him up here. And I don't see any siege right now either. So it's not going to be like they're not going to easily be able to take over the CC, especially if Flammea can send the guys in. But now Riscand sends the flare. Let's see how quickly Flammea responds to the flare. So it was 24-10. Because you have got to know, like, if your ally... Okay, this is good. This is good. Dropping off the wood and going. But now 0D boss has got to go back. You got to go back. You cannot just fight that. You go back. And now Flammea. But, I mean, this is going to be... This blue-green force here is going to be a big problem. I don't know, though. I mean, they got dudes, though. He's got plenty of pikes here. Stop sending in dudes. Stay back. Are they going to be able to take a CC? Like, maybe delete this house and this storehouse. We have like a delete storehouse, you know, situation. But they didn't pursue it, and so it doesn't actually matter. They're going to be able to kind of slip through here. And now let's see what happens. Okay, so we have a retreat in box formation. Wait, hold on a second. I really like this army. This is a really good army with the mercenary slingers in here too. That's nice. But like, okay, so he obviously is going to be coming back here, right? Maybe just run away. If you're Team 1, right? Like you get Team 2 to like bring like purple and orange to like come over here, and then you just completely sandwich them. Like all these cav just go straight at these crossbowmen, and you hope that you have enough support from these guys back here. And you already got Sabloku sending in. Wait, why is Sabloku going here though? Sabloku should be going here. I don't think this is important enough. I mean, you know, Riscand is pinging. I mean, nobody can do anything about that, obviously. Like, he's just gonna lose the CC. But the question is, like, is Team 1 gonna lose too many units here? Wait. Wow, so Team 2 is actually fighting this off? And Riscand lost like almost all of his cavities down to 80 pop? What? And now you got Sabloku
Yeah,
with
see?
some champs in there too, which I like. And the metal guy. No, this is the eco guy. Whoa, I see like... Oh, there's like a ton of women
Yeah,
just
see?
dying over here. So now
Yeah,
we
see?
have this like this battle here where we got
see?
purple and orange. We got Zerdy boss flammea taking on Tatiana.
Yeah, see?
And let's see who's winning this battle. So like you got Zerdy boss KDR I think is going up here, right? Even with that small army. Flammea is like just doing better and better. We just don't know what's gonna happen here, and this is kind of an interesting, like, you know, just Sabloku's move now seems better, right? Like just, oh, let's just take his CC and then, but unfortunately, I think because of this assembly of princes and maybe because of how the layout is, like he's not gonna take over the rest of the buildings. So taking the CC is like not quite as good as it would be otherwise. It's still a problem though, right? And it like shuts down the food eco for the most part. And then you got you know, twoi-hozain and leopard. Leopard is at least has like something kind of going on here, I think. But no, I mean even leopard is I think is in a little bit of trouble here, even with this cav army here. I think he's kind of in trouble here. Sabloku is maybe doing the right thing and like getting willing team 2 to victory, like just messing with team 1 eco here really badly. And then you got like, you know, flammea and Zero D boss are maybe okay here? No, they're running away now? Maybe they ran out of melee? It looks like they ran out of melee, but once they box formation these guys, like just they should both just box formation these guys really quickly. All right, so you got team 2 just hanging in there, 3 dudes. This is actually working out really well. Like the Sabloku just like crushing the eco of the opposing team. It was actually a really good play. And maybe he can just because right now Leopard's like at 86, right? Like all he has is like a bunch of women and like some cav here. Like it's not too much. It's not too much. So he can just finish off some of these cav maybe. I don't think he's gonna be able to get the CC here, but he could just attack these women and kill them, or he could just run over here, go through red, kill them, go over here to Tatiana. I don't know, Tatiana doesn't even have any units over here anymore. But like team 1 is like really struggling with resources now. Look at this, like they're all just in the red. Like they barely have any resources. And then you got Sabloku who has 4.5k food. Like team 2 is way better on resources here. So it's like kind of interesting because like this team is so low on food here that if they just if this battle, even if they lose this battle, if they take out like, you know, it's 70% of Tatiana's army, they come out on top. They're replenishing these soldiers way faster than team 1 is.
EST.
And now look at this, just like they're
Yeah,
winning
see?
the battle
Yeah, see?
actually. With like way better eco. Like Team 2 is gonna win. What a crazy game. And they got Rams here too now. Like Rams to take down just a meaningless fortress. I don't think this fortress means anything. I mean, unless Tatiana, well, Tatiana's not going for will to fight with no resources. So makes me actually just laugh out loud. I love it. Anyway, the Rams are now coming in on Tatiana. Tatiana's in really big trouble. He's gonna lose the barracks. This army is just gonna go straight in here to support these Rams. This army is not big enough to fight. He just continues to like justify himself as the most valuable player after rage quitting after like 15 minutes. Oh man, it's so funny. It's so funny. But that just shows you this game was not balanced. I mean, Team 2, like I said, Team 2 is just like a lot stronger. Flammea is playing really well. I mean, I think he's just as good as, like, I feel like he's better than, like, this guy, and maybe, and probably better than Leopard, too. But, you know, it's just one game. You have to kind of, like, see a lot of them to really know. Wait, so they're just waiting to go for the steal here, I guess? Or what's happening? What are you gonna do? That's how badly you want to steal it? Like, I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense, right?
Yeah,
I mean, he's gonna dance the hero, and the hero's gonna die in about 1 second. Yep.
Yeah,
And now Tatiana's down to nothing. If he stays here, he's gonna lose every one of these guys. Okay, so he's just giving up, obviously. This is just resigning, essentially. When you're doing that, it's completely GG now, and Team 2 still wins. I love this game. I'm glad that I got to do this game. Tatiana's completely dead, Leopard's completely dead, riscand's completely dead. Twoi-hozain hasn't really been doing anything the whole game. And just like that. Just like that is game over. Team 2 wins. Awesome. Wow. What? Alright. Riscand was OP. Military. Had that suicided battle with the cav there. That just looked bad to me. That, like, the positioning was just not correct at all on that. Like, they just absolutely obliterated his cav. And then that was just the end of T1 there. And you can see Sabloku was just great the whole time, just hanging in there, not giving up. Flammea, great the whole time. You know, I mean, 0D boss, props to him for not giving up. Like, he never gave up and just continued to just kind of, you know, be a presence even after that first suicided battle. And yeah, I mean, look at the eco scores. We got a lot of good players in here. Yeah, twoi-hozain. This is who I thought would be the lowest player in the game. But yeah, look at that. Awesome game. I'm gonna give myself a break right now, and then at least from streaming I might play, and then I will be back on maybe later. So to anyone who was watching the stream, I hope you enjoyed. Game's 0 AD. It's Sneaky Pete. And